What's up, everybody? This is That Brown Bat here for another video in regards to the Brown Bat mod, and this is based on a question that I got and a concern that I got. How do you get it back to the original state? All right, so first of all, let me get rid of some of these things to make this cleaner, because you can see, oh, he has Apollo mod. It's there, but it's not in use. All right, so I'm just gonna call this stuff. All right, anything extra in the folder that holds the assets folder, not the assets folder. This is the best this is the best I can explain this. This is my last time doing it because I really don't know how to explain it other than this. Okay, so I just made a folder called stuff. All right, I have a folder called new mods, old mods, Apollo 11, Apollo 11 complete. I'm not using them. Original with text. All right, that's another mod that I forgot to put in, but that's down the road. All right, I'm just going to throw those into stuff. All right, so now that makes it look a little bit cleaner. So this is more along the lines of what most people are going to have, except they're not going to have this folder called stuff, but I just cleaned it a little bit up. All right, so remember, you downloaded the Brown Bat mod, the zip file. But before you extracted it, you renamed your original assets folder so the game would not read that. And then you extracted the Brown Bat mod, and now you're using the assets folder from the zip file from Brown Bat mod. Okay? If you did not back this up before doing that, you didn't follow the instructions, and you're going to have to reinstall the game. Point blank. So that's why it's important to follow instructions. All right. Having said that, what you do, there's no uninstall button. There's no install button. I call it install because usually that's what people understand, how to install. And it was the easiest thing I thought. All right. So how to redo it, you take the assets folder, which is the modded one, which is the Brown Bat mod, and you can delete it if you want, or you can rename it so the game won't read it. And I'm just going to call it BB mod. Okay? Now you have to take the one that's named original and rename that back to assets. Boom. All right. Now, when I load the game, now I have to go through this whole beginning part, because that's something I removed from the mod. Okay, and I still have to adjust my audio. I don't know how to fix that. That's been a staple of the PC version ever since I've gotten it. Or if I don't go into the options, it cranks the volume all the way up. All right, so play. And you've already seen me with Toy Box Takeover. No, what was it? Yeah, Toy Box Takeover. Continue. Okay, now you're going to see the roster for the characters are all back to what the original is without mods. No Captain America, no Clue, no nobody except what's in there. Crystal versions, everything. The only thing that this potentially could alter, and it's not a big deal, because all you have to do is go back to your skill sets and redistribute your skill points, if that's a thing. That could be the only thing, because certain characters are operating, and the mod are operating on other characters' things. So it's not going to break anything. You just might have to redistribute certain characters' skill points. That's it. And then you might not even have to do that. I don't know. Let me let's see. Who did I remove? Davy Jones. Davy Jones was removed, and Davy Jones became somebody else. I don't remember who he was, but he became someone else. So let's load up Davy Jones in Toy Box Takeover. And here we are. And I'm still getting lag, and that's on my computer. So the lag should be done. That's my end. It's not the game. All right, so you notice the spaceship is no longer there. Nothing is modded. But that's how simple that is. Go to the Hall of Heroes. You've seen that was broken before. And now, not. So that's the only thing. There is, all right, so if anybody, and nobody's asked, but if anybody wants to get all the stuff unlocked, I will show you where that is. But I don't want to I don't want anybody to mess stuff up, because I really don't. If you do stuff wrong and then you get stuff messed up, then people blame me, and it's not my fault. But I just want to show you this. All right, so the save files for Disney Infinity are not in the same folder as the assets, okay? I just want to make that clear. They're not in the same folder. They are somewhere else. Now I have to remember where they are. Bear with me just a minute. All right, so they are in your app data folder. Okay, so where is that? That is wherever your main hard drive is. Usually it's the C drive. And then you're in your C drive, right? And then you go into users, whatever the main user is, right? And then you're going to find app data. And then you're going to find roaming. And then you're going to look for Disney Interactive. And then you're going Disney Infinity 3.0. And the save game is housed in the folder with the long numbers. Yeah, so you have, when you go in there, yeah, this is old. So you probably won't have the PO file here. You're going to look for the PO file, but it should not be here. This is a backup one. If you look at it, it was modded or altered on, where's the date? Modified Wednesday, August 25th, 2021. Now it's going to say modded today because I just changed something. But so you're going to have user 0 and user 1, more than likely. I'm not sure which one Steam's going to be running off of. I've had it where it switched and it deleted all my stuff, and I've like about had it with everything, and then I realized that it created a new folder and I had to switch back to the other one. It's a Steam thing, not a me thing. It's a Steam thing. But anyway, let's see. I want to view everything in details. Okay, so I have a backup folder. Now, if I put this, I have to find the one I'm on. The PO file, P0, that is your save. It should be your level progression too. So I want to play around with that just a second. Probably against my better judgment. All right, so which one is the one? All right, so this says my P0 file was updated, this one, and user 0 was updated today. User 1, the last thing was updated, oh my god, 2022. So it is not using user 1 file, it is using the user 0 file. That's complex. Again, that is a Steam thing. So you're going to have to look, and this is where it gets complex. And this is why I'm not making anything available regarding this, because it's so easy to mess this up. It's not funny. But just know that you're not harming your save files by altering the assets files. I'm going to delete my old backup file. Again, probably against my better judgment, because it probably has some cool saves in there from a long time ago. But I'm going to copy this. Go in here. Paste all my stuff in here. I just copied it. So I just made a backup of my saved. All my save file. All right, so I'm going to go in here. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go and take this old PO file. I gotta make sure I'm in the right spot. And I'm going to replace that. Now, your game is hooked up to the Steam cloud, Steam's going to say, we detected you changed something. I have mine turned off, and I don't remember how to turn it back on. I don't care. I don't want Steam touching. It can touch other games, but I don't want it touching Disney Infinity anymore. That's me. But just keep that in mind. It might give you a warning or ask you if you want to save it, and it might switch the folder on you to 0 to 1 or 1 to 0. Just pay it. If you lost saves, they didn't get deleted, Steam switched the folders on you. And that's another reason I don't want the cloud touching any of my stuff. And because the cloud, I don't trust it. I've already had that issue. But anyway, I just replaced that with an old P0 file. So my saves should be totally messed up right now. Again, I'm running the original with no mod. So the PO file says my volume is half. So, all right. And go back. Oh, hold on. Since it's an old file, my video settings are probably, nope. Yeah. So my video things are changed to old settings. I always keep motion blur off though. Options. Yeah, we don't want extreme. Okay. Now if I go to build, if I go here, it's going to be totally different. There's going to be a bunch of townspeople everywhere. Because the townspeople, yeah, and so it's going to show the build out because any of the mods that I did to override the build out no longer exist. So you can see there's townspeople on the pillar, on the ledge blocks instead of statues. All right.
What have we here? A human.
So this being something I didn't have many mods in use for, you don't see that much of a difference. Except over there, all those horizontal building pieces, well, those were townspeople. So when I loaded in, they all fell down. The other ones are right there. All right, now let's load something else up. All right, now here is a sample that I had of the mods as buildings, and this is what they reverted back to. Let me think. There was something else. Oh, I wanted to... If I go to vehicles and actors... No, that's not what I want. Toy origin. Let's go to Inside Out. Is it going to be here? Well, here's one right here. Force Awakens. All right, so all this stuff is locked because I haven't unlocked it yet on this particular save. So if that's one of the things, you go into a toy box where you don't have something that's unlocked, you're not going to be able to grab a hold of it. And I'm trying to see, do I have a toy box where I have pieces that have not been unlocked? Look, all right, you've seen that warning. Some of the toys, I think it said have not been unlocked. All right, so right here, I have one option for the Jedi Temple top, right? The actual Jedi Temple that I use for a top, right? One option. That's to throw it in the garbage. So it reverts your progress. So you can actually go and say, I know it's not a lot of work, but it can be confusing if you're not savvy in regards to this. But this is one of the easiest ones. Have you ever tried to look at the mods for Arkham games? Yeah, so that's that. So if anybody is looking to unlock everything that's available, some of the things, I'll show you this. Not everything in Disney Infinity PC Edition version can be unlocked for some reason. They're just not even there when you go to where is it? All right, so if I go to Force Awakens, this end cap, you can't unlock this. Since you don't own this set, to unlock it, please purchase from the toy store. Okay. You have to find it right here. I already purchased it. Item purchased. I can't repurchase it. So it never unlocked. Yeah, so if I wanted an end cap, I would do this. Boom, boom. Or I would use the replayer and do something like that. Anywho, that's that. So let me put it back to normal and show you that it works. All right, so that's my save game. Again, it's user 0. And I'm just curious, my Steam Auto Cloud. Oh, it says it was. Oh, maybe it is backing up. I don't know. I thought I told it to not. Whatever. Maybe it is working. Whatever. So let me take my. Let me go back. So my backup, save game, user 0. Hang on. User 0. Let me find the PO. Right there. I just type P. Copy it. Back. Go into the one with the long numbers. Save game. User 0. Paste. If you've never done this before, don't. You better back everything up that you got. You mess this up. See all these right here? All these right here have to do with save state and save toy boxes. Which is which, I don't know. But it's all in there. Well, there's even more because I only highlighted some of them. But there's, in my folder, there's over 1,000 different files in here. So I'm only messing with the PO file, P0. That is your save data, your character save data, and your unlocked save data. But anybody that wants mine, I will let them have it. I will give it to them. But I will not make it available unless I'm asked. Capiche? Because I don't want people trying things. It's bad enough I do this mod and then I'm getting people telling me that they don't know how to uninstall it. I'm like, and but anyway, the first part of this showed you how to, quote, uninstall it. And it's not technically uninstall. It's a renaming of files. Okay? And that is the end of the story for that. So I just changed my save data. So I'm going to have that stuff unlocked again. All right. And why is Tinkerbell there? Tinkerbell is there because she was the last character that I used on the other save. All right. So now if I go to that, I have both options available. I mean, of course, I just broke it because those were merged in, but I'm not going to save this. All right. So now, where did the Jedi Temple go? And look at that. Who are they? Remember, those were the Coruscant rings. Remember when I put those in? Yep, that's who those are. That's who those characters are. All right. So now, stop, confirm. Let's go back. So if you're ever going to do that, right-click on your Disney Infinity 3.0 folder or somewhere that Disney Interactive maybe, right? And then pin it to either quick access or pin it to the start menu so you always have access to it. All right, so let's go back to the assets folder, and I'm going to rename the original one, so it's not red, original, and the BB mod, I'm going to rename it to just assets. So it's going to read off the brown bat mod, not the original. And there we go. Anything that has to do with the mods is going to be back. I hope this clears up any conundrums that anybody has. Any questions, any problems, any complaints. All right, so I did my best to explain it. And yeah, that's that. I'll see you guys in the next episode, coming very shortly. So until then, remember to keep on modding, keep on messing, and pay attention.
It's good to see you, Master Plo. Master Windu.
You can't hope to beat me.
And that's that. May the Force be with you, Master Secure. Didn't I mention I'm a Jedi?